If you've experienced the situation where someone who used to pay attention to you suddenly moved away and you long for them to come back obsessed with you, then you need to know this. From this moment on, you have the opportunity to change your reality and experience a profound transformation in your love life using the psychology of attraction and the law of abundance. By following these strategies to the letter, based on quantum physics and the law of attraction, you will be able to get that person to always be aware of you or even obsessed with you instead of focusing on the past and what could have been lost. The key lies in understanding that, in the universe of metaphysics, change is possible and within your reach. Instead of lamenting what is behind you, focus your energy on attracting what you want to you. The law of attraction operates based on your thoughts and emotions, so you must maintain a positive and confident approach. Now, how do you get that person interested in you again? Attraction originates from within, and if you value yourself, others will too. Practice creative visualization and use positive affirmations to focus on the reality you wish to manifest. Maintain a positive attitude and gratitude towards life, which will allow you to attract more abundance in all its forms. This is how you will be able to attract that person back into your life. Now pay attention. Throughout your life, you will come across many people who, at the beginning of the relationship or upon meeting you, will be completely surprised by you. They will absolutely seek your attention. They will want to know where you are and what you are doing. This is something that often happens when we meet someone, especially in the context of falling in love. It is important to understand that when we are in love, we see the other person in a special, almost perfect way. Our emotions, our heart and our brain are in a particular chemical state that makes us focus only on the positive qualities of the person we love. It is a magical moment when the initial obsession can be intense. However, it is crucial to remember that this phase of obsession tends to diminish over time. Real love goes beyond that first euphoria and is based on the ability to see the other person's differences and imperfections, while still valuing his or her qualities. True love manifests itself when, despite the wounds we may cause or receive, we decide not to hurt the loved one. So, even though someone may be obsessed with you at first, don't worry if that intensity diminishes over time. True love is not about the initial obsession, but about the deep connection that builds over time, where we learn to accept and love the other person in their entirety, with their imperfections and virtues. Love is a conscious choice to care for and respect someone, even when the initial obsession fades. You may get caught in the spell of infatuation and obsession. To get that person you are interested in to treat you as if you are meeting for the first time, you need to apply a peculiar but effective approach. Imagine this. When you go to the supermarket, you come across products and foods such as an apple or pepper, which are always available. You don't feel an urgency to buy them because you know you can get them at any time. However, if you are informed that in 3 days that product will be sold out and will no longer be available, your mind automatically goes into overdrive. You worry about not running out of it. You are interested in knowing what is happening because if you don't get it soon, you will lose the opportunity. This analogy can be applied to the relationship you wish to maintain or regain. In order for that person to treat you with renewed interest, you must first show a degree of apparent indifference. I know it sounds confusing, but the idea is that by not showing desperation or need, you create a sense of scarcity in the other person's mind. Just as with the produce in the supermarket, when they perceive that they might miss you or that you are not as available as before, their interest is rekindled. This approach does not mean that you should ignore the person or be insensitive, but rather that you should balance the interest previously shown with a touch of mystery and distance. This awakens their curiosity and the need to win back your attention. Remember that human dynamics sometimes work in paradoxical ways, and applying smart strategies can help you keep the spark of interest alive in your relationship. This is how relationships work. The power to decide who we allow into our lives and teach them that they will not always be available, thus creating a sense that this may be their last chance. Can you imagine what it would be like to achieve this with the person you are interested in? The key is indifference, a powerful but subtle strategy. Being indifferent does not mean being cold or aggressive. It is not about treating the person badly or implying that you don't care at all. Instead, it is about conveying that you are not available all the time, that you will not be at his or her disposal whenever he or she wants, that you will not respond immediately to his or her messages. The common problem is that we get too excited when the person we like talks to us. We are always ready to respond immediately, and that can create imbalance in the dynamic. The key here is reciprocity. Instead of responding immediately all the time, learn to take the time to respond. Don't be constantly available. This creates a sense of mystery and a desire in the other person to gain your attention. Indifference is not a mind game strategy, but a way to balance interest and maintain a healthy dynamic in the relationship. Remember that the goal is to make the person realize that you will not always be there, which can make him or her value your presence and effort more. Indifference, used wisely, can be a valuable tool in maintaining interest and attraction in a relationship. I will explain a technique called tapping, and it may help you. It is essential that you understand its importance. Tapping involves small taps around the ear while repeating 3 times what you want to happen in your life. It can be something like, "Let's go have a coffee and talk," or perhaps, "We are completely in love and life is flowing perfectly." The key is to visualize and express what you want in a positive way. Repeat this several times a day. It is an amazing form of programming. When you program yourself, you turn it into a belief, and it is this that changes your vibration and energy. That is what life and the universe perceives. Beliefs are what create and foster your world. Now I will explain to you why the next step is fundamental to get the person you are thinking about to become obsessed with you. It's vital that you stay attentive to the end to understand its power. But first, let's talk about the importance of indifference. Indifference is a powerful tool on the road to your goals. It's not about disinterest in the other person, but about not always being available to that person. Imagine that you are like a scarce commodity in a store. When something is scarce, it becomes more valuable and desired. By not responding immediately or not always being available, you create a sense of urgency and mystery in the other person, which can make them obsess over you. That's how it happens in life. Anything that is not available creates a need. Marketers know this perfectly well. I am absolutely sure that you have ever wanted to buy a ticket for an event, a piece of clothing, or anything else, but when you found out that they were running out, you went as fast as you could to get it, feeling a certain degree of anxiety in case you couldn't make it in time. Follow these steps with faith and persistence. You will see how the universe conspires in your favor in the game of the law of attraction and metaphysics. Your reality is in your hands, and you can make that person obsessed with you if you follow these principles with confidence and determination. These concepts have to do with metaphysics, the universe, and the law of attraction. Do you want Mario or Lucia to communicate with you or change their attitude? Well, this is not magic, but it can feel like it when you establish a telepathic connection with someone. Here's the trick. Indifference is a key part, but if you're already in connection with that person, you need to start letting go a little. Let go of control, stop obsessing. The energy you emanate should convey that you are valuable but not needy. Remember, this is all about metaphysics, the law of attraction, and how you perceive yourself. You must believe in your worth. The idea is that you see yourself as a treasure, the first prize. You must internalize the belief that you are an amazing person, a real find, and that you are scarce in the sense that there is no one like you. It is essential to understand that when you begin to believe in yourself, you transmit a powerful message to the people around you. In this context, if someone does not respond to you when you want them to, it is crucial that you take action and set boundaries. One way to do this is to assertively communicate that you have other responsibilities at the moment. By saying something like, "Excuse me, but I have some unfinished business to attend to," you are showing that you value your time and respect yourself. This act of self-affirmation can be transformative. In emotional therapy, people who are struggling with these situations are told that this happens because of a lack of self-worth, a difficulty in setting boundaries in their lives. It is essential to learn to value yourself and to define when and how to allow others into your space and time. The truth is that each of us has a responsibility to set healthy boundaries in our relationships. By doing so, you not only respect yourself, but you also convey to others that you are a person who values yourself and is not willing to sacrifice your time and well-being for someone else's convenience. So, remember, when you believe in yourself, when you believe in your worth, it not only benefits you, but it also changes the dynamics of your relationships. It is an important step on the road to authenticity and mutual respect. On the way to making that person obsessed with you, there is one essential principle to remember. You must treat yourself as if you were a valuable trophy, a real catch. This is crucial for others to see your splendor and be attracted to you in a profound way. But how do you treat yourself? Imagine when the boss comes to the office or a wise teacher introduces himself to his disciples. Everyone stops what they are doing and gives their attention. Now, when was the last time you gave that place to yourself? It is important that you give yourself permission to enjoy yourself and show your inner glow. When you allow yourself to shine, people begin to notice and value your authenticity, which can lead to the effect of obsession. Something extremely important is that you avoid the constant use of the words "too bad" and "sorry." These words make you seem smaller than you are. Stop constantly apologizing for things that don't deserve an apology. Stop saying "too bad I made you come for me," and stop doing other things. Let me tell you that you are that person who is worth it in every way, and anyone would do whatever it took to be by your side. Stop dwarfing yourself to make someone else feel important. Remember that in relationships, prioritizing yourself is critical. You must put yourself first, followed by your mental health, and then the person you want to attract or keep in your life. When you give yourself the value you deserve and put yourself first, you will see how that person begins to obsess over you. Relationships are complex, but the key is to empower yourself and realize that you are an amazing person who deserves to be treated with respect and admiration. Self-love and self-confidence are the keys to making others see your value and be genuinely attracted to you. If the ship we are on is sinking and you can only save one person, who would you save first? The answer should be, I would save myself. This phrase encapsulates a fundamental truth. You must prioritize yourself, because if you are not well and emotionally healthy, you will not be able to help anyone else. In airplanes, they explain that if there is a problem and emergency measures are activated, you must first assist yourself by taking your life jacket and oxygen mask, so that you can then help those who are unable to do so. We can never help or be an example of anything without first looking out for ourselves. Always put your emotional health first. You will be creating the right vibration for everything good to happen in your life. People often try to put us at the bottom of their list of priorities. They make us feel like we are the last dish on their table. But we must remember that we are not selfish in putting our own emotional health first. You don't need someone else to tell you what your value is, because your inner voice is the protagonist of your story. You are indomitable, like a wild heart that has overcome challenges and adversity in the past. You can face whatever comes your way because your soul is unbreakable. Your history is in your hands, and you can write it with determination and self-confidence. Don't let anyone put you as the last dish on their table, because you are great and deserve to be valued as such. Leave a comment saying, "I trust and love life, and that is why I attract everything I want and desire." I assure you that if you feel this lesson within you, you will achieve everything you set your mind to. Now go to the next video to continue learning how to manifest the life you want, but not before giving a like. Hit the bell and subscribe to the channel, because I promise you that your life will change in an incredible way. I wish you the best in your life and see you in the next video.